With the obvious, most important thing I think everybody's probably wondering about, Timmy's totally fine. So he's fine, he's up, he's completely coherent. I don't think he's going to go to the hospital. It was a scary moment, but he's okay. So we'll leave it at that and go to the game, which is great.
Coach, your thoughts on just the overall performance of everybody tonight? It was offensively not your best, obviously, but 2-0 shutout is a win, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's when you're missing as many guys as we are right now, you take wins any way you can get them. Like so, and look, we missed probably 3 literally wide open nets. I mean, Donor missed one, Judson missed one, Dylan Jackson missed one, Alexander was a 4. So. Again, we were a little bit offensively challenged, going the extra mile, but we found a way, and TJ was great. And credit to Air Force, I thought they played really hard. They always play hard. They're always hard to play against. They give everybody a run for their money. It doesn't matter who they play. So you take wins any way you get them. It's hard to win in college hockey.
Coach, you had Mastro just used as a floater to just create sparks on all 4 lines, plug him in whenever?
No, he's battling it right now, right? So it was just trying to save his legs and use him for the back half of the game, and we made a decision we were going to try and let him rest for the first period, and we got through it, and then he was like, all right, I'm ready to go, and so now we just got to get healthy. I mean, he almost didn't dress tonight. So he was a late ad. We were going to just go with 12-6, and then we decided to go about it this way to kind of preserve him if we could, and it worked out. He gave us a spark. He's a tough kid, but we lost Como last night, so we're hoping to get some guys back. But you know what? Good credit. Teddy Lagerrock played well tonight. Gave us a little bit of energy. Grando and Benji and. And Tucker Ness has been a really good boost of energy. We're on the bench, especially. He's been unbelievable. He's doing what we're asking him to do. So those guys are, if you would have told me all the guys we have out and we play in this tournament in Boston College and we're 2-2, I would take it. I would take it all day. So I've never had this many guys out. I mean, if you look at my board in my office, you can have a lineup with guys that are out. It is what it is. So I'm proud of the guys. They got it out a win. That was again, just like last Saturday, it doesn't matter how it looks right now. If it's ugly, we don't care. We'll take it.
Coach, have you and your staff thought of a scenario just with all the injuries of how, with now no healthy scratches and depending on Tim, like a scenario of what the lines would look like and all that, or is it just still
I mean, it's kind of hodgepodge, just like it was tonight. I mean, I probably had 10 different combinations, and then I went back to kind of only Yeller to get it done, and I thought Silly was way better tonight than last night, so he brought it tonight. He managed the puck really well. He had good energy. He was really good for us. So, it was a lot of combos out there. It was just who was up, who was fresh, situational, where the draw was, all that stuff, and the guys got it done. They really did. I'm really proud of our team.
Coach, you talked about the hodgepodge, but kind of that consistency in the first goal coming from the Ontario guys, Jacksons and Alexander, and that spark from them, their speed had to be incredible to have, just kind of with the mix-up you were working with.
Yeah, I thought the Jacksons started the game really well. I mean, they were playing with a ton of energy. They knew tonight we had to lean on them. They had to be, they're really good players. They're going to just get better and better and better. They probably went into college hockey too soon. I think they'd be the first to say that when they went to Northeastern. And so, you're almost, you could easily say they should be freshmen this year, really, in their sophomores, because they're going to be with us for 3 years. So, they had a good game. They gave us a lot of energy. They were moving tonight. They were definitely skating hard, and it was nice to see them get rewarded and get on the score sheet with Ryan.
TJ obviously has a shutout. He's one of the busiest goalies in college hockey this year. Just what have you seen from him this year, and where's his game at and that kind of thing?
He's our best player. He's been our best player all year, and tonight was his 4th shutout. I think we didn't have any last year, did we?
No.
So he's already got 4, and we got 16 to play. So he's been unbelievable. I think you could make the argument he's the best goalie in the country. I really could. I believe that, and again, he's a sophomore. We have him. He's going to be here for a while. He's the guy we're going to build our program around moving forward, and he should be because he's that good.
Coach, what about that second line that you kept the same as yesterday with the Jacksons and Alexander? I mean, he scores tonight, they were moving. What about the Jacksons and Ryan Alexander do you like the most and keep them?
I think Ryan, when excuse me, when Ryan's going, he complements them really, really well. I thought this weekend he was a little flat. His leg, he didn't quite have his legs, but when he just plays hard. He has speed, so he can keep up with them, and he plays hard. He's good down low. He gets space. He goes and gets the puck. So they're a line that could potentially be together here for a long time. They love playing together, so they had a big goal for us tonight.
Coach, 0 for 5 on the power play tonight, and I mean, it's been an up and down power play all year. What's it going to take to at least get some consistent things going there? You're getting chances, but
Just score. Score. The puck's got to go in. And I mean, we hit a crossbar. I think the first period, Juddy missed the tap in there. I mean, we could have easily had 2 or 3, just didn't go in. I thought the goalie played well. The kid played well. He's a kid that hasn't played a lot because their top 2 guys are out. He was really good tonight. He gave him a chance.
What's the biggest positive you take just from, this whole Desert Hockey Classic going into Mankato?
Well, we one team goes 2-0, 2 teams go 1-1, and one team goes 0-2. Right? I'm glad we're not the team that went 0-2. And again, I think that the silver lining is really tough competition to start the second half. A completely depleted roster, more than we've ever had in the history of this program, and we're finding ways to gut out wins on Saturday night. So proud of the guys for that. But I think the biggest thing is Timmy's okay, and I mean, that's hard for kids. Like he's a popular guy in the room. He's one of their he's their best buddy. They love him. So when they see a scary moment like that, they're kids. People forget that. Like those are kids, and they were scared. So for them to continue to play with at least half of their brains on Timmy and figure out a way to get it done is really impressive. And I think they deserve a huge credit for that, especially TJ.
I saw you bring the whole team over to the bench right after they took Timmy off the ice. What was your message to him just there?
I knew he was okay just from experience and seeing that happen and how he was reacting. I won't get into that. I slept at a Holiday Inn last night. But you guys don't get that joke?
I got it.
Jesus, I thought that was pretty good. I think it was a laugh. But it was just like he's gonna be okay. Like we gotta play. We gotta play. And just trust me, boys. He's gonna be okay. But you can say that, but it was scary, right? They were scared, and they should have been scary. And Parker, on their team was devastated. And he did. It wasn't a dirty hit. It wasn't a dirty hit, and I went right to the locker room and made sure he knew that because he was scared because it was a scary moment.
Coach, during the game, I know you just said that he's going to be okay, but in real time, you were up on the bench and kind of talking to people through the glass. Did you get an update in real time that he was going to be okay?
No, I just motioned to my wife to go down. If he was going to go to the hospital, I wanted her to go with him because Timmy doesn't have family here. So I just said go, and she knew what I wanted her to do.
And have you been in communication with his family?
She has, yeah. I have not yet, yeah.
I have one more, sorry
Yeah.
to keep it going, but you're the first guy to say net front presence and all that, but night and day difference between yesterday and today.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we got our first goal, like Ryan's goal, and I mean, we had, Donor just topped over his stick there in the first period. That was a blue paint goal that should have been ours. And I thought we did a good job defending our net front. TJ made a lot of good saves, but they didn't have any real, they had a couple grade A's, but for the most part, we kept him to the outside, and he played a really controlled game. He controlled everything. He was in complete control from the start to finish, and that's when he's at his best.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.